But now you'll know my next guest from Made in Chelsea, but this month, Sam Thompson is fronting a new documentary about ADHD, a condition where people can seem restless, they may have trouble concentrating, and may act on impulse.
No way.
Sorry, we were just talking about Lady Glenconnor because she's nearly 91, Sam. And it is just, she's astonishing. She is just astonishing. Anyway, congratulations on your documentary. I found it absolutely fascinating. I think it's going to help so many people, Sam. It really, really is. And did you have any qualms about doing it? How did you feel about it?
First of all, big fan, by the way. Never been here before, so this is very cool. And they do bacon sarnies in the kitchen. Sorry.
They do.
Yeah,
they
it's
do.
Unbelievable. I was a bit nervous to do it, to be honest, because I've never really done serious stuff like this before,
Sure.
and I'm not an expert in any of this kind of stuff. And the stuff that I do is sort of more, I suppose, like comedically skewed, and I do like radio.
And the
and
radio
stuff
show,
like
of course, which is doing very well.
That's very kind of you.
It's
Thank
all
you.
good. It's all good. But you're living it, so therefore your story is really, really important.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I've been told from a very young age to then sort of like my early 20s. And everyone kept coming up to me and like, "You've got ADHD. I'm convinced you've got ADHD." And at the time, because I was so young, I was just like, I don't care. I was like, I'm just living life. Just shut up.
Sure.
And then as I got older, especially when I hit 30, and I'm 30 now, I don't know what it was, but like life started lifing a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I just started really caring about finding out more about myself and seeing if my life could be any better. And, you know, I was struggling to like pay bills or, you know, keep time. I was losing house keys and stuff. And I know this sounds a little bit weird because I'm not a dad or anything like that, but I always thought like what I want to be when I'm a father.
Sure.
And I was like, I don't know if like I can even look after myself, and I want to sort of learn. I want to be the adult that I see everyone else being.
I understand that completely. I mean, even though it might not be now, you know, whenever you're ready, your life does change dramatically, and you do have to be a grown-up when you've got kids. You do. And I think that's very wise of you to realise that. And with your ADHD, does it manifest itself in things like, right now, when I'm talking to you, are you thinking about lots and lots of different things?
I'm seeing the cameras moving.
Yeah, so you're... Now, that's actually in some ways not a bad thing, that you're taking everything in. But then when it impacts on things like relationships, which it must do.
Yeah.
You know, when your Zara tells you something, and then she's like, did you listen to me? Are you hearing what I'm saying?
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time, one of the big things about getting a diagnosis for me, I think, was actually, it was a bit of a weight off the shoulders, because there are times when Zara my girlfriend is just like the best person. She's so relaxed. Like, she will never really have a go at me that much.
Right.
But I know if she's talking to me like this, I can't focus on her.
Yeah.
And I feel really selfish. And I'm like, are you really self-centered? Like, why do you not seem to care about what other people are saying? And I used to really, like, beat myself up about it and be like, why can't you just listen to her? Like, she listens to you about something that's really important to her. And yeah, it was quite nice to know there was a reason for that. But that's not to say that I hide behind it either, because I don't think that's the right thing to do.
Right.
I think you should just... now I'm aware of it, though, it's a lot easier to pinpoint what you're doing and then be like, OK, I can try and do this and that.
Right, and you can try and change if you can. And have you had help, I mean, as well, yeah?
I've had a lot of therapy.
Okay.
I'm still going, and I tried the medication. It wasn't for me.
But you tried. You've got to try all these things.
Well, actually, it helps so many. It saves lives, this medication.
Yeah,
but for me, I just didn't feel right about it. I do quite a lot of stuff, and I panicked when I was taking the meds. I was like, oh no. I felt very...
So if it's not working for you, love,
it wasn't working for me,
if it's not, but the therapy's a really, really good thing. And you're right, getting the diagnosis, it's like, oh, so that's what's wrong.
Yeah.
So now I know I can actually, you can be aware of it. And it's so common. It's so common, don't you think? I mean, you'll get the reaction you get to this will be extraordinary, and you'll really help people. But yeah, so many people know somebody, or you kind of go, oh, wait a minute, that's me.
Well, this thing is what I was
We're
doing a lot.
watching you and going, that's me.
I was doing this a lot on social media. I was sort of like self-diagnosing a little bit and just looking at me like, oh, I do that. Like, I pick a leaf off a tree and I walk and twiddle it around in my fingers. And I was like, that's a weird thing to like think about, but it's true.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, if especially in later life as well, if anyone watches it and goes, you know what, maybe I'll go and try and get diagnosed, which, by the way, is really, really tough, because I'm very lucky I went private, and it's really expensive to go private. And if you go with the NHS, it can take 2 years.
See, that's terrible.
Yeah, so...
It really is. I mean, we're talking about it, making people aware. Your documentary is going to make people aware. That's great. But then the next stage is where we have to start pumping money into is getting people help when they need it.
For sure.
They really do.
I think what would be really cool is if we like keep going down this route and maybe do another documentary that maybe I'm not involved in, but it's someone from a completely different situation who's really struggling and sort of like follow, because there's a lot more things to follow from it, and it's really fascinating. It's quite scary actually how underdiagnosed a lot of people are.
No, I agree with you. I know that I've got friends who've got ADHD, and I know they should go and get diagnosed. And now, having watched your documentary, I'm going to make sure that I do that. So you've already changed some lives.
Come on, Lorraine, yes!
Sam, it's so good to talk to you, and you must do another doco. You really must.
Thank you very
people
much.
Listen to you. And Sam Thompson is This ADHD. It's on Monday, 9 o'clock on E4, but you can watch it whenever you like because it's on that streamy thing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Streamy thing. And if you want more information on ADHD and all the symptoms, Dr Amir has made a video. It's on Instagram, on our Instagram and Twitter and all of that now. What a joy to talk to you. Good luck with everything you do.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank
I love
you.
it. Oh, can I ask you one more thing? Can you come on my podcast, Staying Relevant?
Yes.
Yes, come on.
Easy peasy.
Yes.
Easy peasy, of course. Right. Consider it done.